A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense making their way on the field to open this game. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day.
Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Well, Chris, this was my big fear for this offense coming into this game, and here we see it on the opening drive, taking a chance, trying to make a play, but you can't do that against these guys. One of the top pass defenses in the country steps in front of it to give their own offense a really good chance to put points on the board.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. This time it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion sets up a third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Here's the second down play. Handoff heading left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. Defensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He breaks free. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Dump off caught by the running back. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Makes a quick catch. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tackled after a small pickup there. Well, Cook, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders that keep them focused on the task at hand.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back. It's Carr. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Let's see if this score, Kirk, can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. This time a completion. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up and...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead.
The 10.
The offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Fires it on the move. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Irish. No chance to catch it.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense back out there trying to get something going. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring touchdown in their last possession. They begin with a quick throw to the left. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to throw it on first down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Gets into space at the 50. An explosive game. Big play moves the ball inside the 40. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Outstanding. outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Lets it go quickly. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Boy, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Using his legs on the scramble. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. They'll down this just inside the 35. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. To throw, it's Carr. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Down the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. It's a quick grab. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And this one is right through. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Just time enough for one more play in the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense trots that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders. I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He's running out of time here. He's got it for a big gain. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Hit just as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Well, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
And the point after is good. But he's set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. And they finally get things going this time. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain. So second and 5. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
On third down, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after the completion. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. They call the draw play here. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
It'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I love what the defense is doing here, sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
On third down, he drops to throw, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handoff running right. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll hand it off. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The top strategy here. Well, the energy really building that, but they're not careful. This could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you never forget this kind of performance.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught quickly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the 1st down. They dial him up again, and he
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And a handoff as they run the counter play. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Snags the quick throw. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Timeout call by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
How about this defense? That is called bending but not breaking. Back-to-back sacks. What a great job of not giving in and giving up on this drive. Now they've got him to fourth down and goal.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent the tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you got a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Back to pass. It's Carr. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood this scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunity.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but he could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Irish.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Offense on the field to take over. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Of course, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Looking to pass. It's Carr. He's looking to scramble. And the defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. And the defense will take a timeout here. 22 seconds on the clock. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The offense already has one four-count conversion. They do it for a second time. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he just gets rid of it. That's great coverage on fourth down, and the defense will take over.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
That is a really tough feeling for a receiver to be way downfield like that, ready for a big play, and just unable to connect with your quarterback. I'm sure they're going to go to the sideline, looking to call another shot downfield again here in a little bit.
Look at this. He'll go deep again.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Going after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. And tackled there by the defense. Well, let's be honest. All wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival. Get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Herb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.